Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and welcome to MCTE 2311 Signal and System Analysis. In this video, I will talk about definition of signal and system. So what is signal? Some book define signal as a set of data or information, while some other book says that signal is a time-varying physical phenomenon, okay, such as vibration, temperature, current, voltage, which is intended to convey information. Okay, while other refers signal as a function of one or more independent variables which contains some information. So some example of signals are telephone signal, television signal, monthly sale of a corporation, and daily closing prices of stock market. Now, from all of this definition, I can summarize that signal is something that changes with respect to time. Okay, and signal is a result of physical phenomenon, and also signal contain information. Now, when we study signal, there are two different variables that are important for us to know. The first one is called independent variable and often denoted by x-axis, and its variation does not depend on other variable. The second one is called dependent variable, often denoted by y-axis, and its variation depends on other variable. For example, if you look at the graph over here, okay, the time here on the x-axis is the independent variable, while the current here, okay, on the y-axis is the dependent variable. Now, in the study of signal as well, you will come across a term noise. Okay, for me, I will say that noise is a special type of signal because it is changes with time. It is time varying. It is the result of physical phenomenon. Okay, so noise usually causes by vibration or unwanted sound at the background. Okay, however, it does not contain information. Okay, so that's why in our measurement, noise is always considered as undesirable and we want to remove from our measurement. Okay, so for example, if you look at the graph over here, the gray line there, the gray colored signal is the noisy signal. Okay, while the red colored signal is the smooth signal. So the red colored signal usually we obtain after we filter the noisy signal. Okay, so we remove the unwanted noise in order to get the smooth signal. Now we look at the definition of system. Okay, so other will say that system is an entity that manipulates one or more signals to accomplish a function, thereby yielding new signals. While another definition will say that system is a combination of devices that work together to produce the desired output or goal given a specific quantity nature of input. Okay, so a system is something that can modify signal. Okay, it can process a signal. So if I am to represent a signal by a block diagram like this, system, okay, your system alone will not function unless you have an input signal fed to it that we call excitation. Now, after your system modify this input signal, okay, it will produce an output signal that we call response. Okay, so for example, if I show you a very simple system here, which is a DC motor. Okay, so the DC motor here on its own, it will not be able to do anything. Okay, it doesn't have any function to us. However, if we connect, okay, the red and the black wire here to a voltage, okay, to an input signal, usually plus minus 12 volt for a DC motor, okay, you will be able to get an output signal, okay, which is the mechanical rotation of the DC motor shaft over here. Okay, so if we connect a wheel, for example, a robot wheel, okay, at the shaft over here, okay, once you supply a voltage, the wheel will rotate and will allow your robot to move forward and backward accordingly. Now, this one is a more complex system, okay, and I'm sure you all of you have seen this, which is an air conditioning system. So again, this system alone on its own, it will not be able to function. However, once you give input signals, okay, such as electrical signal and temperature setting, okay, so the compressor, the condenser, and also the controller inside the system will be able to modify and to use this signal in order to produce a response, which is the temperature of the room. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I will see you in the next video, where I will discuss about classification of signal. Thank you.